Let the fun begin!
What's up guys, and welcome to some tips involving Storm Spirit, a popular mid hero this patch. As always, most of these tips are directed at users who are new to the hero. Storm is a mid who is heavily dependent on mana and proccing overload charges in order to get across damage. The first tip I have is to proc every overload charge you gain from using your spells. There is no point using all your spells at once, as you often won't get off the required damage to kill heroes at early levels. When I started playing Storm, I would often ball lightning in only to immediately use electric vortex. It was always more efficient to proc the ball lightning charge, and then the electric vortex charge, and finally the remnant charge, etc. The enemy should be slowed enough for you to proc all overload charges, without the use of another ball lightning. Many Storm players also cast remnant in base in order to get a free overload charge. If they are going to TP to a lane, this gives you extra farm potential and kill potential. Great tip I learned only recently was the fact that overload charges can proc after the auto attack has left your hand. For example, you may need to slow down to use a remnant in order to queue up an overload charge. However, if you auto attack first, then place the remnant, the overload charge will still proc. This is great in the mid lane for harassment and chasing a fleeing enemy. Most of the following tips will involve ball lightning, Storm's ultimate ability. As always, a longer range ball lightning is always more efficient than multiple shorter range zips. This is because every time you use ball lightning, mana is used in order to initiate the spell usage. If an enemy is chasing you, pay careful consideration to where you zip. If you are fleeing an enemy, you may even consider using a TP scroll. Storm can use items whilst zipping with ball lightning, making teleporting mid zip possible. This is often seen in professional games if the player wants to escape from the enemy. Whilst the idea of using a TP may seem difficult, the same concept can be applied to such items as Orchid or Shiva's Guard. This is important to do if you are initiating against heroes with escapes, or they can easily turn the fight on you with their abilities. This tip should always be used when initiating to improve your efficiency. Finally, an important part of playing Storm is using ball lightning to proc extra overload charges. Every time you cast ball lightning, you gain an extra overload charge, like your other spells. It is often needed to ball lightning on the spot in order to gain extra procs. You can ball lightning with 0 distance if you click on your hero portrait instead of on the map or the area around you. This limits the use of excess mana when trying to secure a kill. These tips are a great way to improve your Storm play, however general map awareness and knowledge can only be gotten from actively playing the hero. The more you play Storm, the better you'll get. As always, if you guys liked the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more. If you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button, but tell me why in the comments section down below. Anyway, I hope to see you guys next time for another video in the near future. If you've got any ideas on videos you would like me to produce, then make sure to comment them down below and I'll get around to reading them eventually.